Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for being here, mostly in the moment, with me, Mystic Mia Moshe. We have another Love Pick a Card reading here today. We're looking at their thoughts about you right now. We have three piles. Pile number 1 with the sunrise and the tiger's eye. Pile number 2 with the rainbows and the Lapis Lazuli. And pile number 3 with the grass and the rose quartz. You may choose a pile based on the number, the color, the images, the crystal, whatever resonates with you. And as you're picking the pile, I want to say thank you so much for your ongoing support. Your recent support has allowed me to buy a new mic, but I just tried out the new mic and it took me like several hours to just kind of get it working. And then I figured out that it doesn't really even work well, so I'm going to return it. And I'm actually bringing out an old microphone, my first microphone that I bought, which I didn't even get until like 7 months into this channel. And I was so broke that I could not even scrape together like $10. Couldn't spare $10 for this lapel mic. But as soon as I got it, everyone that was complaining about not being able to hear me, but able to hear me more clear, and then I got more views, and it was just like, wow, what a difference just even like $10 makes, right? Yeah, it's kind of funny because it's kind of full circle. But yeah, thank you so much for all your likes and your comments. If you're new to the channel, I'd like to say welcome. The OG subscribers, thank you for all your support over the years and standing by me as we help each other on our soul mission. Yeah, if you're new, you probably don't know that I am a very highly spiritual person. My readings reflect that. And so if you're attracted to my readings and this channel and the people that are on this channel, not just me, we are attracting each other because we're all very high vibrational. So I'm so glad to meet you. And if you've been around, I'm so glad to keep connecting with your energies. It's kind of a real blessing. I can feel your energies now even stronger every time I post. When which isn't for everyone. When you're starting out, it can be intense, and you might not be connecting with like the best energies. But um, the OG subs know that like I've done. I'm pretty highly spiritual. I've done all the work. So um, yeah, I can feel all your energies much stronger, and it just allows me to channel divine messages more strongly and better and clear for each person watching. So thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy the reading. Much love and light. Hi, pile number 1 with the sunrise and the tiger's eye. What is your person's thoughts about you right now? Feed your artist. Okay, so they're kind of on this like creative hunger binge. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but they're kind of like really need to feed their fire, and they have this like extraordinary need to kind of like show off for you, or to kind of show you what they're all about. They really want to like get the best at a certain skill or certain thing, hobby, or I don't know, just learn so much about something, or work out something so hard, or I don't know, do something really, really like intensely and then show you it. Um, and I think this is a reflection of you. I feel like maybe you come off very impressive, and so they want to show you that they are they're a match, and they can match your energy, and they're just as impressive. And I feel like they are. I feel like they have a lot of skills and talents. Otherwise, you two wouldn't be drawn to each other. But I feel like you're shining now, or they feel like you're about to shine really hard, and they want to be able to catch up with you, or they want to be able to show you that they are on your level. The sacred flow of yes. And they also kind of want to show you, I feel like they're in a feel like they want to show you that they can go with the flow. Um, like I feel like they've had like a thing lately where I don't know, they kept like messing up little things, or like they couldn't get something right. Like I keep getting this feeling like, oh, like I can't, like why did I like trip in front of them, or why did I drop that thing in front of them, or why couldn't I fix that thing or in front of them, or figure that thing out in front of them. Like I feel like I felt so stupid, or like I look useless, or like I can't figure things out, or I'm always like, tripping over myself or being clumsy. Like, so they kind of want to get to this place where they're like, I don't know, more in the flow and things are just going right. And like, I don't know, it's still in this kind of like line of being more appealing to you. So you're really being a real inspiration to them right now, because they want to become this person that's just like thinking more clear, you know, living in their potential, highest potential. And so that's a really good sign of a proper like partner, because it's someone that pushes you to keep, becoming better and being your best. And you really bring that out of them. Um, Unstick the stuck. Yeah, I feel like they feel like they've been kind of in like they've been kind of stuck recently. And like, yeah, like I feel like they keep like tripping over their words, or actually physically tripping over themselves, or messing up little bits here and there. And they're just like, can I just like look good in front of them? Like, can I just like, not come off stupid or looking like dopey in front of them? So they're kind of just like worried that you're not seeing them in the best light right now. But like, I don't think they have much to worry about. I think that they're just kind of off their game a little bit right now, but they are on your level. I think they're just kind of like feeling a little embarrassed or ashamed, or kind of like not at their best. And they're just like, oh, I have to look good for them. I have to look good for them. Aquarius, originality, philanthropy, progressive imaginings. Not only do they want to look good to you, but they want to look like different. They're like, what can I do to make myself stand out in front of them? Whether you're this person's new, or you've been like, seeing them for a long time, I feel like they have this feeling that you might be getting ahead, or that you might potentially be getting ahead of them soon. And they're kind of like, oh no, like I need to show them my unique skills, or like how cool I can be, or how different I can be, or something. Mars, move forward and defend self. Yeah. So I definitely get this feeling of they need to bring their qualities outward. I feel like this is definitely more of like a masculine, bringing things out, taking action, um, proving oneself kind of thing. Yeah, they're definitely is trying to kind of like peacock here for you. Um, Whether this is male or female, they're like, I need to set myself apart. But the thing is, I feel like they are a go-getter. Um, and so they just kind of need to like I feel like you're maybe whatever happened between the two of you in the recent past, or maybe things have been kind of going slow for you, and so but then you kind of just like got started like moving ahead, or started accomplishing things, or starting to get things done, or starting to like accomplish some of your goals, and they're like, oh my god, I don't want to fall behind, or something like that. The death card, yeah. They have this like, they're looking at you and they're like, wow, look at this like wonderful person. Like, I don't want to be left behind. They're like making huge moves in their life, and they're like, I feel like if I don't catch up, like I'm gonna be falling behind. Okay, so what else are they thinking about when they think of you? What are their thoughts about you? The tulip. friendship and gratitude. So they are grateful that like no matter what happens, whether you're talking or not talking, or in an argument, or kind of getting space from each other, or maybe just been too busy to kind of keep in touch. Like they are so, so, so thankful that you still want to be friends with them, and you still um, help them out when they need it, and maybe even allow them to help you when you need it. Because I feel like you letting them feel needed when they feel kind of insignificant, or that they're not doing as much as you, makes them feel kind of better about the connection. Like you might be doing so much in your life, or they might feel like you're so accomplished and like you're moving ahead so much, or that you're, I don't know, somehow like improving your life, improving your health, improving your relationship with others. I don't know. There's some like self improvement going on, maybe career accomplishments, or I don't know, like uh, doing really impressive personal things in your personal life, maybe standing up for yourself in front of to like other people, or um, accomplishing personal goals, um, goals that other people don't really see, but like you might have told them about. And whether you're busy, or you're just kind of losing interest in this connection because like you feel like they're falling behind, or you're just not thinking about this connection in that way, they are they are kind of worried, and they are very thankful though that even though they're worried, you're still nice to them. They can still do nice things for you. They feel like needed. Everyone wants to feel needed. Okay, so what else are they thinking about you? Majesty and virtue. They're very impressed with like how cool you're looking underneath so much pressure, or I don't know, like I feel like you might have been telling them like, oh yeah, like you haven't seen me at my best yet, or you haven't you things are going to change when this happens, or when I move into this location, or move into this position at work, or when I you know get rid of these friends, or when I change my diet, or when I figure out my schedule better, or able to organize the kids things, or able to pass off some of the responsibilities of taking care of this person. Like they're like, you haven't like seen me at my best yet, whether you implied it or kind of have been hinting to them that things are going to change when you accomplish these things or move into these new roles or new positions. And they're kind of like, they're in awe over you, because they're like, I I don't think they actually knew. Like he's like, yeah, 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 you're saying that, but like they're actually seeing it now, and they're impressed, and they have like a front seat like view of this magnificent transformation you're making, and they're just in awe. Like I don't think a lot of people get to see a transformation like this grand in a person, and they're watching you do it, and it's just mind blowing to them. So they do think that you are very like a star, just shining. So what else are they thinking about with you? Dignity. A wise man has dignity without pride. A fool has pride without dignity. So I do feel like you're very, like you have very good reasons to be feeling accomplished and feeling good about yourself and your life, or like you feel like you're getting to that point. And I just keep getting the word awe, like they're in awe over you. I feel like just watching you, and just like listening to you, or just hearing stories about you, or just watching you from afar, like it's just kind of like, like better than a movie I'm getting from them. So like it's very fascinating to them because like it's inspiring and at the same time like majestic. Like they feel like they're witnessing like a miracle happen. So I'm not sure what exactly is happening in your life right now, but it's probably something very big and you're probably very aware of it. And they are definitely aware of it. And they are like whether they sense it or they have been seeing it through social media or through your friends or through actually talking to you or through living with you, like it doesn't matter. Like they feel very kind of like blessed to be by your side during this time. And they feel like I mean I feel a little bit like I don't know if they're gonna let me go after this. Like I don't know if they're gonna find me worthy after they, you know, go through this change or something. Okay, so their thoughts about you. I hid who I really am from you. So I feel like they are kind of hiding how they really feel about you right now. I'm getting because it's like I don't want you to see how much I'm freaking out, or I don't want you to see how like my self confidence is very low right now, or how I'm kind of struggling to kind of have like feel like proud of something I'm doing in my life to share with you. So it's kind of really they're kind of hiding themselves from you right now. They might be actively trying to avoid you so they don't have to talk about their life because they feel like um, they don't really feel good about it right now. And it'll just make them feel worse, I'm getting, if I talk to you about it. So let me just like avoid this person. Let me just avoid you. You might notice that like if you're talking to this person, like you might notice them like actively like change the subject when their life comes up and like they change it to like your life instead. What's going on with you? I couldn't let you get close to me. Yeah. They're like, they're really nervous that they don't have anything to show you. Um, I'm getting like you might have been showing them like all the things that you're doing, and then they're like, I don't have anything. Like the things that they're working on might seem like I feel like they just need some space. They're exhausted from work. They just need time to do creative things, and they don't have that time or something like that. So they're actively trying to avoid you because not only they feel like not only do I have nothing to tell them, but I don't even have like space basically to like breathe right now, let alone think about accomplishments. So because I have this new mic, I'm very curious and how that bird is coming through in that mic. Um, like I literally have a nest right outside the window, so we'll see. Let me know. Um, I can't stop thinking about you. Yeah, they are thinking about you nonstop though because they're worried. They're worried about who they are, how they're coming across to you, how you like. They're like it's kind of that feeling. Whether you've known this person for a long time or for a short time, it's kind of like they like how you think of them really matters to them, and they don't want to come off like a disappointment. So they're really, yeah, they're really thinking about like, oh, I wonder what so and so thinks about this. Like, oh, like everything they do is like, oh, they would be so disappointed if they heard that I'm doing this, or they wouldn't think this is anything special, or yeah, they would like maybe leave me if I didn't like match their energy, or maybe like they wouldn't even talk to me or want to talk to me if like they knew what was actually going on. All these like thoughts are creeping into their head, and it's just because they're like trying to compare themselves to you. the Hierophant, but they are thinking very strongly about the relationship, and I'm getting like traditional roles. So I feel like whether they're male or female, they're feeling like they can't like step into the role that you need. Like they're not able to do like the bare minimum of what they feel like their role would have to be in this connection with you. So they're feeling kind of insecure. They're feeling a little bit like they're not delivering on their part of the connection, that they're lacking, that they're falling behind. But they are very much thinking about like the next level with you, which is why they're so concerned and why like what you think of them really matters to them. Okay, so let's see. I just saw 1818. So 1818, it's like manifestations about to like come through. Let's see, what else are their thoughts about you? What are the thoughts are they having about you? Nothing will come of the situation. So yeah, they're like feeling very stuck, and they feel like if I feel stuck in my life and I feel like I'm not moving forward, then how am I supposed to move this connection forward? They're just gonna feel like I can't do anything about this. They're gonna yell at me, or they're gonna be disappointed, or they're just gonna feel like what was the point of being with them or talking to them, or I don't know, something along those lines. Like if I have nothing to give, nothing to offer. So they're feeling really low when it comes to you, but they are thinking about you a lot. So this is something that's on their mind constantly at this time. Bring love into the situation, but they're like, okay, if if I can't like if I can't wow them with my skills or hobbies or my job or my money or my plans right now for the future, maybe I can wow them with like love. So I'm not getting like love bomb, but I am getting kind of they're trying to be very attentive partner, someone who pays attention to the details. And it's like it's kind of one of those things like if you're like broke but you love your partner, it's like I can't get them of that very expensive gift that I know that they want. It's like the next best thing is to kind of show them how much I care by proving that you listen to them, getting very specific things for them that you paid attention and like wrote down like months ahead of time, and like make something for them that takes a lot of time and love, something like that. It's kind of like that situation, but with like this connection. So they're like, okay, if I can't like wow them with like my plans for the future, for me and for the connection, then maybe I can wow them with the love that I show to them day to day, or as much as I can. Yes. Okay. Got the sun and moon here. So I do feel like they were kind of stuck and they kind of felt like insecure, and I feel like they have this kind of change in energy now. Like the energy just kind of completely changed. They're like, yeah, I can do this. You know what? So what if like I'm at a not so good place in my life? Like they were in a not so good place in their life just moments before. Just because they're doing well doesn't mean I have to feel like I can't support them and be there for them and be happy for them. Like I can be happy for them and still, not be in the best place. Like instead of competing with you, like just being with you, being an actual partner. So they're making this switch in their mind and in their heart that like, oh, like one thing doesn't equal the other. Like just because they're doing well doesn't mean I'm doing bad. You know, because they're doing well, we're both doing well. I'm happy for them. And I can be for them in different ways, and I'll just go through my thing, and you know, I think they're opening up to kind of listening to you, your advice, and your support. Because I feel like, yeah, within the next few weeks, yeah. So this is something like that's why I got like this quick energy change because I feel like they make a quick revelation that like, oh, like things don't have to stay this way. Like I don't have to kind of keep like pitying myself in the situation. You know what? Like everyone has their ups and downs. They're going through a, you know, a leveling up phase. That's great. That's great for this connection. I'm happy for them. Maybe, you know, while they're doing well, they can help me out and I can, you know, still feel needed in little ways here and there. So I feel like there's like this change in energy that happens with them and they realize that they don't need to be on the top of the world for you to like them. You know, you like them for who they are and not what they're doing exactly in this moment. Like things are going to change in your life and their life. And they're making this realization, you know. Saw 333. Yeah, I'm getting like they're feeling very supported. Oh my god. This card just like bombed. The other cards. Here we go. Keepers of the Earth. Hit the Tulip. And the Void, of course, Moon. So the friendship and nothing will come of the situation. But keepers of the Earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Oh wow, and I just saw 333, which is a sign of like your guidance, your spiritual guidance being like supporting you. So I feel like they make the switch and I don't know, your maybe you're more intuitive, maybe they're more intuitive, but like I feel like there's like this huge upswing in energy. Maybe you're the one leading the way with this like positive energy and change in your life and you know it's they're catching on to that energy and they feel very supported all of a sudden. I think because they changed their mindset, and that's a very hard thing for people to do, because you could easily get sucked into, oh, they're doing better than me, and then like kind of check out and then like avoid the person and not talk to them and like things go badly, right? But I feel like because they changed their mindset into something higher vibrational, like they're getting more support from their higher guidance and therefore like coming to you correctly and being a true partner and not just like dwelling on the negative. I love that. This is such a great reading. What a change in energy. That's beautiful. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like and or a comment. Even an emoji helps. A like lets me know that you resonate with these higher vibrational love and messages. We're on a mission here, you, me, and people who are like-minded to us, to bring higher vibe love onto this planet, into our relationships, into our lives. So thank you for being on this mission with me. Thank you for your like and your comment and for your views, subscribing, and all that. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. Much love and light. Hi, pile number 2, the Lapis Lazuli and the rainbow. Let's see your person's thoughts about you right now. Step ahead is all you need. Okay, so I feel like this person is thinking about how to make their next move. Like, I just need to stay one step ahead of them and we'll be okay. So I feel like they feel like you're usually quick on your feet or you're usually the one who knows intuitively what to do next in the connection or I don't know, you always know what's going on with them. They're like, how do they know? Or you always know the right thing to say to them or something along those lines. And so I feel like they feel like I just need to get one step ahead of them, one step ahead of this connection, one step ahead of their analysis of me in this connection. And, you know, like I feel like there can be, you know, movement here. There can be like I can finally like move with them. change maker, make waves. Yeah, so I feel like it's bigger than that. More than just being a step ahead of the connection, I feel like they think you are a step ahead of people. You're a step ahead of like your industry or wherever you work or the way people think or the way people um, behave or what's next in the future. So I feel like they're watching you with fascination. Like they're gonna set the stage for what's next. Like they're gonna know the trends. They're gonna know what's what the culture is gonna be like 5, 10, 20 years from now. And they're really paying attention to you because they're like, okay, like this person's making waves. They're a step ahead of everyone else. They have good visions. They have good thoughts. Um, they seem to know things, or they seem to like be able to figure things out. Um, like if I get on their wave, like maybe we can make waves together. So I think this person's really thinking about like how you two can work together to kind of be ahead of the curve and like, I don't know, I feel like maybe one up like your family or one up your community or one up like other couples. Like I feel like they feel like you're onto something, and not only would it improve your relationship, but you'd also kind of could improve, like show others how to improve their lives or something like that. The now. Yeah, they're getting this real like strong feeling like I feel like they're getting a call like we gotta do this now, we gotta do this now. Like I feel like really like we have to make a move on this, we have to make a move on this. So I feel like they might come and bother you soon. They might be bothering you right now, or they might have been recently bothering you about like we have to do this, we have to do this now. Like I don't know, maybe they want to start a family, maybe they want to buy a new home, maybe they want to build a new home. Maybe they want to start a new business. Maybe they want to start a new side gig with you. Maybe they want to start a new hobby with you. Maybe they want to start a new renovation with you, a new long, long trip, long vacation, different living arrangements, something, something. I don't know, like a new diet, a new lifestyle, or something. Like they're like, I need to do this now. I need to do this now, and I feel like it's a kind of, I don't know, it might be kind of an issue because they might make it like an ultimatum, like if you don't do this, I don't know if we can continue with the connection, or if we don't figure this out, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I feel like they're trying to like push ahead in the connection, and you're here like what, like what do you want me to do? um yeah, because I feel like they just want to like, they're like pushing you ahead and ahead, and you're just like, I have so many things going on, like I can't entertain this thing that you're doing. But I feel like it's such a big deal for them that they're trying to prove it to you, or they're trying to explain it to you in different ways. I'm getting they're trying to like show you the benefit of this thing, and you're like, that's, we can do that like next year, we can do that like 5 years from now or 2 years from now or like 10 years from now. Like why do you have to do it right now? And you don't understand their urgency, but they're like trying to explain it to you or something like that, and they're trying to figure out how to explain it to you. Mercury, yeah, think, learn, network, and communicate. They're very like, I'm getting like busybody. Like they're running, running, running. They have high energy. They have thoughts going all over the place, and they're talking to you so much, or they want to talk to you so much. They want to explain a million ideas to you about this thing that they want to do with you in the future. Yeah, I'm getting it's definitely one of those things like family, home, renovation, a long trip somewhere, something that's like that would take a significant part of your life, something that's like, a huge undertaking, but like, and it's unappealing to you because I feel like they kind of just like, they're like, it's now or never, like you're with me or you're not, or like, it's like, this is a huge thing. You can't just like tell me you want to do this and like, I don't know, like threaten to not talk to me or break up with me or, you know, get mad at me or I don't know, refuse to talk to me or I don't know, take your anger out on me or whatever just because I don't get what you're saying or don't want to jump right into this thing or feel excited as much as you are. The 10th house, structure, discipline, life's mission, accomplishments, and career. Yes, okay. So this person is feeling like, life's too short. Like, I need to accomplish this before life, before we go our separate ways. Sorry, our separate ways, before we pass on. Wow. Um, I feel like I said before we go our separate ways because I feel like they're like, I feel like, I don't know, are they threatening you or are they like giving you an ultimatum or they're like, I don't know, they're like making it all or nothing kind of thing. They're being very serious about this and they're kind of being seemingly unreasonable or like not thinking it through or I don't know, kind of just throwing it all on you or something like that. But they feel this like kind of calling, like I need to do something more. I need to do something more, and I need to do it now. I can't waste my time anymore. I can't waste my time anymore. That's what I keep hearing. Okay. So the thoughts about you right now. 10 of Wands. Okay, so they might feel like they they're they have this burden where either they feel like they need to do something big in their life or something they need to do something big next and they need to start the next chapter of their life and they can't wait any longer. They might feel like you're going too slow for them or you're dragging your feet or they don't know if they're going to be able to accomplish this with you because you might not want to you might not want to do it, you might not be on board. So there is this definite energy of like they feel like they have to do like they're carrying the burden alone for this connection, like why don't they want to do this with me? Am I going to have to do everything by myself? Is it going to be easier if I, disconnect with them from them and do this by myself? So all these like kind of thoughts are going through their head because they're feeling the call, and I would say that they are very serious. I would say this is a definite call from their soul. It's not ego. It's not from a dark place. It's actually from a very light place, and I would take them seriously because I do feel like um, they are getting the call from the divine. Okay. And it is your choice whether you want to do this with this person or not. But I definitely hear them out because they are very, very serious. You just feel the energy. Okay, so what are their other thoughts about you? What are their other thoughts about you right now? Tuberose. Dangerous pleasure. Okay, so they are definitely feeling the sense of like taking a risk. And this is why it might have turned you off a little bit because it is a huge risk. Maybe it involves a lot of money or a lot of time or a lot of effort, especially if it's kind of like taking care of kids or taking on a huge home renovation or living somewhere for a couple of years. Like it is a huge like it's like asking a lot of a person. And so that's why I think you might be kind of turned off by it because it's kind of like, you know, you need more time thinking about it. It's kind of inappropriate to kind of push someone to make a big decision like that very quickly. You might be kind of upset because you haven't really thought about it, or you have some plans of your own, or something. But they would definitely want to take this risk, and they don't want to do it with anyone else. They really want to know if you're on board because it means something else to them. To you, it might be kind of little bit annoying, them asking, or you might actually like this thing, but you might not want to do it right now. But I feel like they're thinking about this in a different way. They're like, why don't they want to do this with me? Like, I thought they would like this, or don't they know that like this is such a big, important ask? Like, I wouldn't be asking just anybody. I'm asking them for a reason. So they're like, they are playing a little bit of a dangerous game with you. They are ready to take a huge risk. Um, but it is for like a something positive. They feel it would be something positive for the both of you. Prosperity and compassion, yeah. I do get, because of the compassion factor, I do feel like you're like, how can I say no? Because it's something that they would be doing, or you both would be doing, that would be helping other people, maybe family members, or maybe it'd be helping future versions of yourselves. It'd be helping this connection in the future. Prosperity. So yeah, you're like, yeah, I mean, it's worth it. If it's something like adding value to your home, or you know, doing it now rather than later, so you can retire more easily, or not have to worry about it when you're older, or I don't know. It's like, it's definitely like a good idea. Like their idea is it's definitely worth thinking about. Their other thoughts about you. They're like, I thought of this beautiful plan for us. Like, like, don't you like it? And they feel so offended. They feel like, why don't they like it? Why aren't they on board? But they're not seeing that like it's a big ask. Like, and that's why you're annoyed. You don't think it's a bad idea. I think you're just kind of like let me put my input in this, or let me think about it, or I don't think you realize how like serious this person is about this this thing. Always joyful. And it might be kind of a shock, because I feel like this person is usually a very positive person, but they're becoming a little bit um like this. Yeah, they're usually a joyful person, but I feel like they have become so filled with agitation or rage, because it's like, time, it's time, it's time, it's time. So I feel like their soul is like, it's time, and they might feel like, if you're not with me, then you're against me, and I gotta let you go. And it's like so out of nowhere, because this person's usually so joyful and so playful and so like calm and so positive. I feel like, or for most of the time. And so the fact that they're so adamant, like, you have to do this, or you have to um, get on board with me on this, or you have to tell me your answer or now, or something like that. It's like, it's kind of freaking you out, and in that, like, not just like the huge ask, but like kind of like you see the side of them that's kind of like, whoa, where did that come from? Okay, so what are the other thoughts about you right now? What are some other thoughts they're having about you right now? My life is not as together as it seems. So I feel like they don't want to tell you how much they've been kind of relying on this big project with you. I feel like it would give their life meaning or something. And they've been kind of putting all their hopes and dreams into this one big wish, one big goal, one big dream. And they were planning on you being in it with them, but they're not so sure anymore. They're not so sure like you'd be on the same page as them. And so they're kind of freaking out, and you're a little bit freaking out because they're freaking out and they don't usually freak out. So there's like a whole like, back and forth energy going. And it's all because I feel like either you or them, both of you, are kind of like, wait, what? What just happened? Like, have I been putting too much, um, have I been giving this connection too much? Like relying on it too much? And now with this big change happening in their life or your life, um, it feels like is everything falling apart? And so it's kind of like I feel like the both of you were kind of relying on this connection too heavily and relying that the other person would show up when you needed them to. And now that this big thing is happening, this big change in the connection, um, or this big change in their life or your life in regards to like soul mission, like destiny, fate, I need to do this thing, whatever it is, it's shaking up the connection too much. And both of you are realizing, like, whoa, we had too much tie to this connection, you know? And that's more shocking than the actual thing, project, or whatever. Okay, so there are other thoughts about you. I feel you even though we are apart. So they like understand your side of the story and they still love you even though they feel like they're not on the same page as you. And they want you to know that. Their thoughts about you. I know I was a distraction from your pain. So they're kind of like I feel like I don't know, like maybe you were relying on their energy too much, and so they were just kind of there for you. But now it's like I gotta go. You know, now my energy feels lacking, and I need to do this thing. So I feel like they were letting you rely on them, and now they're like, I can't do that anymore. I have to do this thing for myself or for us. Like you're either with me or you're not. Yeah, you might have been heavily relying on this person emotionally or energetically or physically, and then not realizing that they were giving their energy to you and now they feel like okay, like I'm going to explode if I can't do something, if I can't start the next chapter in my life. And you might have not known that they were feeling that way. They feel like they've been putting their life on hold and you're like, wait, what? Like I was making you feel that way? Like I thought. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. So they are going to give you this opportunity. I mean, there's no one else that they're gonna want to give this to. Like you were the person they had in mind for this project, this big thing. So, yeah, I do feel this kind of ultimatum kind of situation. Like you're with me or you're not. Okay, so what else are they thinking about you? Other thoughts about you right now? Time to take a breath out. Yeah, so I think you're right. Um, and they might realize it too that like, okay, they're kind of a little bit too wound up. Things need to calm down. Like, calm down. Like, I'll give you an answer. We should talk about this clearly. Let's talk about this like adults. Don't like freak out and give me an ultimatum, you know, and then run out the door and slam the door or hang up the phone or you know just like throw a tantrum. Like we can think about this. Like I understand you're really frustrated and things are going on in your life where you feel like you need to do something now. Like let me help you. Like let's figure this out. A win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, so like yeah, spirit's like letting you know that like there's probably going to be a win-win situation where you get what you want and they get what they want and you both, you know, get what you want for the connection. So you having the more level head and helping them because they do feel this urge, like this soul urge to do something and start the next chapter in their life. And I feel like you very much want to be there for them for that next chapter. And yeah, you calming them down and then helping them talk about it more like constructively really, really helps. Okay. Where to the point where like you both come out of like extremely happy. Like you both get more than what you wanted. Perfect timing. This is the right time for this. Yeah. Because they give you the offer and I feel like they were right. So I do think that you both do start a new chapter right away, but I feel like it's in a way that benefits you and them, because I feel like you need to figure out where you stand in this situation, and right now they're just screaming at you about their side. It's just like, wait, 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 wait. Like, how do I even fit in? Like, you're just screaming at like me what you want, and you haven't really given me time to figure out how I fit into this. And once you do, and once you both talk, it's like kind of makes sense. Like, I feel like they can't. I feel like they're so frustrated. You know how when you're so frustrated you can't like communicate clearly? I feel like that's what's going on with them. But like once, and like I feel like they usually bottle up this like feeling that they want to start this next chapter, because like maybe you were going through something, so they kind of kept it in the back of their mind, and then they bottle it so much up so much that it just kind of explodes. And so I feel like that's what happened, and they're like trying to tell you, and they're so frustrated, and like their words aren't making sense, and then like yeah, and then there's like this calm down period. It could be for hours or for a few days or a few weeks, and then you guys talk about it, and then it turns out like they were right in their soul's urge to move the two of you forward. They just weren't like, you know, saying it clearly because they're so bottled up, and you helping them through it, you end up finding out that like, oh, you wanted that too. You figure out like where you stand in that position. It might actually help you figure out your next chapter with them, and it works out for everyone. Win 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 for everyone. Meditation advances. Yeah, it's just you, like they needed to calm down and you needed to calm down, but they were just so frustrated and they just felt kind of like bottled up. Yeah. Okay. Last card. Their thoughts about you. Yes. Just say yes. Okay, so that's nice. So I feel like this is a very good, like I feel like this is their soul speaking to them. So it is something from the light. And it's just like their soul and your soul needed to like be able to communicate in this human form better. And what they wanted for the both of you for this next chapter was the right thing. They just didn't know how to communicate it to you. They didn't know if it was the right time. They kept bottling it up because they felt like it wasn't the right time for you, and that you couldn't, that you were going through a hard time. So like they just need to be there for you, or you just need to be there. Like you two were both going through hard times, and you both just need to be there for each other. But then like it kept like building up, building up, building up, like, and they just kind of exploded. It might have been more than once that this happened, but I feel like it might have been very shocking to you because it's like, where did this come from? But I would say, I mean, listen to your own guidance, but Spirit is saying like just say yes, because I feel like they are trying to start this new chapter with you, and you do want to start this new chapter with them. Um, and you both your souls are like ready for it. There just needed to be like better, like a calm down, very connect with each other, eye to eye, mind to mind, heart to heart, and just calmly talk it out. I feel like they have a good lead on it, so I would like follow their lead. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you resonated with it, I really appreciate a like. Lets me know if people resonate with these higher vibrational love readings. And also, I'd really appreciate a comment, even just an emoji. Really, really helps get more of this like higher vibe love energy out there. Find more people that are like minded like us. Find each other, and yeah, wouldn't that be just nice? More of us just finding each other and helping each other on in our destinies. That'd be pretty cool, I think. Yeah. So I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, pile number 3 with the rose quartz and the grass. Let's see what their thoughts about you right now are. What are their thoughts about you? Nourish the sacred feminine. Okay. All right, this might be TMI, but so I Was gonna name this pile like with the image, like morning dew, because like, little dew droplets on the blade of grass, something. And then I'm like, why does that sound like an innuendo? Like, why does that sound something like naughty or something? And then I like Urban Dictionary'd it just in case, and I'm like, okay, I can't in good conscience like make that one of the pile names. But nourish the sacred feminine. So I am getting kind of this kind of very like sacred sexuality, kind of really um, nourishing the things that you like about physically being with another person. And that doesn't always have to be, being intimately sexual, but just kind of being around that other person, close to the other person, feeling the heat off their body, having their arms around you, or, being cuddled up next to them, or just that comfort of knowing that they're right there. Um, kiss, like stealing little kisses, or giving little hugs throughout the days, and being like receptive to that. So I feel like this person's thoughts of you is like very much like sensually nourishing you, you know, playing with your hair, giving you a little, you know, arm rub or back rub. You're feeling kind of sore, um, just like being close to you when they know you're having like a not so good day, or you just want some company. So this person is really thinking about like nourishing you, maybe even like sexually, kind of um, having some nice intimate moments with you to kind of show you like, no, no matter what's happening out there, I'm here for you here. You have someone who like loves you and supports you. So this person's like really wants to be there for you. So I feel like they might think that you're having like going through a little bit of trouble right now, or you're going through a little bit of a difficult time. Okay, welcome the Divine Masculine. Okay, these cards have come up right next to each other before. I might not shuffled the deck well, but it's here now. So Spirit thinks the message is worth repeating, I guess. But I'm getting different. You know me, like I had the same decks for years, and I pull out different messages. So yeah, the messages that I'm getting now is, let us be a couple. Let us be a very caring, genuine couple. Wow, I'm getting so like, I don't know, the sun setting and these like the vibes right now is so like sensual and so soft, so ethereal, um, kind of like you're just on a cliff watching the sunset with like beautiful pink, purple, blue, orange, yellow skies, and making the most magnificent images in the clouds. Like I feel like, I don't know, I feel like they're just picturing. I feel like, first of all, this person is visualizing more than they're thinking. And they're visualizing the two of you having very like intimate, quiet moments together. This is giving them so much, like I'm getting relaxation. Yeah, I feel like this person is really stressed out too. And they sense that you're stressed out a little bit, or may have been recently. Um, and they're just kind of picturing like being able to steal you away for like, a quiet like tea break or picnic break, or like something like cute like that, and very like, whether they're male or female, like more like like the typical cute girly romantic stuff, just like a romantic, like, midday getaway or something like that. Afternoon delight did come to my mind, but it's more than that. I'm getting even just like a moment for of peace, because I feel like they sense that you're tense and they're tense, and so like even just thinking about getting away from like with you for like an hour, like sneaking away at lunchtime and grabbing a quick coffee together at a very, very cute coffee shop, or I don't know, having a nice like picnic after work, and watching watching a sunset on the beach or something. Like they're thinking about like stealing moments of peace with you. Okay, 2 cards. Overrate your intuition, and overthinking can spoil the magic. Okay, and so I'm getting, they're thinking like, okay, I need to not think about this and just do it. Like I need to trust my gut and I need to do this thing. So I feel like that's why they're not like, they're trying not to think so much, and they're like, okay, I'm picturing buying them a nice little dessert. Like don't think about it, just do it. Like I'm thinking about buying them some flowers. Don't think about it, just do it. I'm thinking about writing them a lovely text. Don't think about it, just do it. So they're really in like a trust my gut. I feel like they're stressed out. I'm a little tense too. Just thinking about making them happy is relieving my stress a little bit, and it's so cute. This is really cute. Like they're really thinking about, like they really feel helping, like making you smile, helping you relieve your stress, or maybe you're just like busy, or maybe you're just I don't know. I don't know. They sense something about you. They sense something is like off, and they just want to make you smile a little bit. And just them daydreaming and thinking about doing this for you is making them happy, and they're feeling a little tense too, stressed or overworked or kind of busy, or don't have a moment to themselves, or like aren't able to celebrate the small accomplishments and or something like that. And they like doing this for you is making them feel less stress and happy too, which is really cute. Okay. Uranus. Okay. Radical change. Okay. So something is happening. Something big is happening in your connection. It might be something big that's happening for you, something that's big that's happening in their life, or something, it's something so significant that it will change this connection. Um, and so that's why their intuition is very on point right now. That's why this like feminine masculine energy is very strong within the both of you in the connection right now, because you both are very much connected to your higher light. You both are feeling each other. That's why they can sense like, okay, like this person's freaking out, or this person's stressed, or this person just went through something not so pleasant just minutes ago. Like they can feel it, whether they're male or female, whether they're more intuitive one or not, doesn't matter, because I feel like both of you are connecting to your higher light and your higher purpose, your highest light and your highest purpose, and something is about to change radically in this connection. Something in your life, their life, but it's going to affect both of you. It's going to affect this connection very strong. Libra, consideration, fairness, and harmony. Yeah, so it's good. It's good for both of you, I'm getting. So big changes are happening equally in both of your lives that will also affect the connection. That's why both of you might be following your destiny or your path or something like that. And I feel like you both sense it too. Like something big is going to happen. Something big is going to happen. Something's going to change in this connection, like for the good. But I don't know. And because you both are kind of on your highest path, like at this time when this radical change is about to happen, you're both very highly connected. Like you both kick up on each other's energy and emotions and thoughts very clearly right now. That's why they're getting like images of like just taking you away and like, you know, doing something nice for you. you would receive it too. And I think, like, I don't know if you're the kind of person who like receives things like that well, or have had, I don't know, maybe you needed more like practicing receiving things. But like I feel like now you would like receive it and they know it. They know you would accept their text or their gift or their apology or their idea or their whatever, their their sensual action towards you. Seven of Cups. They're getting a lot of these too, which is why it's like kind of, I mean, they're getting kind of freaked out. They're like, why is everything I'm thinking about right now just things I can do for them? Like, why? I have work to do, you know? I have a job that I need to keep up. So I have people I talk to day. Why is my thoughts being filled about little nice things I could do for them? I'm not kidding you. Like, this is actually happening. Like, why is my thoughts being flooded just with things that I can do for them? Okay. So what are some other thoughts that they're having about you right now? Ooh, okay, 2. Magnolia, nobility and self-esteem. They are very like self-assured in their gut feelings and their intuition right now. They're feeling really good, and I feel like like, I don't know, even though both of you might be stressed, overworked, or unable to celebrate your small wins right now, or not being able to spend more time with each other like you would like. Maybe you both have been kind of pushing off a vacation, or have been just missing each other with communication, just barely like about to text and couldn't, or something like that. Whatever the situation is, like, I feel like they're having like strong gut feelings about you and what they should be doing for you, and they know it. They're highly connected, and they know that you're highly connected right now too. You know it too. If you got this pile, like, you know, you sense this person very strongly. They sense you very strongly. Yeah, you both have this like very like have a sense of certainty. Yeah, of where, like, you may not know the direction your life is going in right now, or you might have like very strong clarity recently of where you're going. Same with this person. Um, but there's like this undenying feeling of things are happening in this connection. Things are moving positively forward, and I can sense it's happening very soon. Determination and creative achievement. Yeah, I feel like one or both of you, I think both of you, just had like an accomplishment or will be soon, and yeah, both of you. That's like, yeah, what the energy, like radical change. I think something is, they're gonna have like a achievement, and you're gonna have an achievement or an accomplishment or a goal. Yeah, a goal that's been accomplished, or like a promotion or something like that, and it's going to affect the connection between the two of you very positively. Both of you sense it, like something's happening, something's happening. I sense it. Like, this is like very, very cool energy. Okay. Daisy, purity, cheerfulness, and innocence. I feel like both of you are getting into like whatever was going on in your life before today. Like, whether it's so much stress, or whether it was kind of like getting over the hump of something. Maybe you're finally getting clarity. They're finally getting clarity. Maybe you both had like kind of something explode in the connection recently. Um, Maybe something just exploded at work, or something just exploded with family connections, or with money or finances or home or something. It's like finally getting over the hump of something, and both of you sense like this is it. Like, finally things are gonna go in a better direction for both of us, individually and together. And so it's bringing you to like a really pure sense of being. Both of you are kind of very calm, peaceful, like serene. Like, I can't describe the energy I'm feeling right now, but it's so serene. It's so divine. It's so pure. It's like blissful. Grace and sweetness, the pink rose. Yeah. I feel like both of you are like sensing this like time of sweet moments are ahead for the both of you, where things are going to be going graceful, things are going to be moving more smoothly in both of your lives. Like, I feel like both of you maybe have been working really hard to get to a certain place, and you might not know this about each other, but you probably have been sensing it recently that they're about to accomplish something big, that you're about to accomplish something big, whether you know it or not. What this is, um, you have the sense, you sense it, they sense it, and it's about to like radically change this connection for the better. Okay, so what else are they thinking about you? What are they specifically thinking about you? I'm becoming a better person, yeah. So I do like really feel like they recognize they just achieve something personally. They're becoming a better person. And because of that, their environment is going to reflect that change within themselves. And the same for you. I feel like you two are very much mirrored. So you also have probably noticed that like you've changed a lot recently, and something in your environment is going to reflect that. And then because the two of you are going through this change together, this positive change, it's going to change the connection in such positive ways that you two can't even imagine right now. Whoa. We will be together again. So yeah, so whatever the situation is, I feel like you two are going to come together in such a better way than before. I keep getting the sense like you can't tell, you don't even know, like you don't even know, like I'm getting spirits like you don't even know how much your connection is about to level up. Yeah, there's a sense whether you two are even in a relationship or just dating or in no communication, like there's a sense that like you don't even know what the other person has been working on, and they don't really know what you've been working on because it's like a personal thing. Like you're becoming better as an individual personally inside yourself, like your inner growth. So they don't really know exactly the level of accomplishments that you've had internally, and you don't really exactly know theirs. And you'll be able to see it when this energy comes out into your environment soon, reflected in some sort of physical accomplishment or physical abundance of some sort. Um, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. So I am getting for a lot of people, this is like if you had no communication, or if you had an argument with your partner, or if you were just starting to see this person, it's kind of like um, there was this kind of sense that maybe I might have to let this person go just because I'm working on becoming a better person, and I don't know if this person is going to be like allow me to do that or be able to level up with me. There was this real strong feeling, and this is mirrored. This is both of your energies. The other piles I did, like, it's definitely one person, but this is like both of your energies. So you're both kind of like, I need to become a better person. I don't know if part of that journey is letting you go. So that's why this like coming together as better people is so significant. And the reason that you two got into like a fight or had like a little bit of no communication or had to like kind of do your own thing for a little bit is because um, you just need to finish this like kind of chapter of your internal life and to level up and then come back together as different people. Like I don't know if you know how radical this change is, but it's so, yeah, it's so significant. Ace of Wands, yeah, and it happens right now and happens very quickly. This is happening right now. Wow. So if I'm getting like if if you this reading is timeless, but whenever like the beginning of whenever the beginning of the next fire sign is, yeah, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If you're at the beginning of a fire sign, then it's happening now. If you're not at the beginning of a fire sign or in a fire sign season, then the next fire sign season at the beginning, like immediately right away. Wow. Okay, so what else are they thinking about you? What are some other thoughts about you? A new start is coming. I could not make this up. Yeah. So this is wow. This is really amazing. If you're watching this when I posted it, we just had an Aries new moon, so that is very significant. Yeah. This energy is beautiful. Something you both probably very much sense it because it's actually happening right now. Emotions are running high. Yeah, so I feel like you both can sense each other very, very strongly. I wouldn't be surprised if you both just had a recent like argument or kind of real strong gut feeling to reach out to the other person or do something nice for the other person or feeling very sexual energies for the other person's randomly, um, having a lot of thoughts or daydreams about them or this next new chapter, but not like, not getting all the details. Yeah. So many things happening right now. Okay, so what are their thoughts? Peaceful resolution. Okay, so I feel like you two will figure out a way to be in each other's energies, um, that's beneficial for both of you because I feel like both of you are accomplishing something big. Both of your environments are changing, both of your lives and your lifestyle and like the way you live. It's like it's not even a new chapter of your life, it's like a new book of your life, and it's just so completely different that um, it's like how are you going to combine it because you're first just getting used to this new life and they're just getting used to their new life, and it's like how are we going to combine it. Spirit's like, don't worry, there will be a peaceful resolution. You will figure out how you're meant to be in each other's lives or how this next new chapter is supposed to look like. You're ready. Okay, so this is happening now. It's so interesting. There's a lot of energy of like things happening now. You might have sensed this energy coming through. They sense this energy coming through. The past, I'm getting a few weeks or a couple of months. It might have felt like, whenever you're watching this, it might have felt like you were just getting ready and you were not ready yet. You're not ready yet. You're not ready yet. And then now you probably feel ready for whatever this new thing is, this new life. You're ready for it. They're ready for it, and it's I think you're both ready for this new chapter in your life to start. Okay, last cards here. Their thoughts about you. Trust your path. If you knew you were supported, what would you do? So this is the time where the both of you are going to dream like crazy because like you just had a huge accomplishment. They just had a huge accomplishment and you're coming together in a brand new way. It's a very positive time to kind of combine your lives and dream of a better future for the both of you. Combine your new lives to make a new life path for the both of you. I'm kind of like pausing a lot during this reading because it's kind of mind-blowing, the images that are being shown. It's it's very beautiful. Ooh, so many cards came out. Okay. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So I do feel like with a threshold there. You two might be leveling up in the connection through marriage or having children or starting a brand new life project together. And Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. So I feel like you're both being guided right now because you're both in a very high energy, really connected to your highest light, um, and you're being directed towards something. This is kind of I'm kind of getting like it's like I'm getting details and then it's just all blurry, and it's the way you see things and they see things too, because I feel like both of you are like something's coming and I have a feeling it has to do something like this, but how it shows up I have no idea. And that's what spirit's like telling me. It's like they have no idea how this is going to come up, but they know something big and significant is going to come up, and it's going to involve a few of these things and these areas of life. So I feel like that's what spirit is saying. It's like you're gonna be guided, and even to get when you come together and you're creating, you have this new life, they have this new life, and you're creating this new life together. On top of that, um, you're gonna be very, very strongly guided because you're both very connected. You're following your life path, and that's why this is happening next. I hope I explained this right because um, I'm kind of like speechless. All right, so if this resonated, I love a comment or a like. If you feel a sense of like something big is happening in your life and in the life of your loved one, and that their life is going to change and your life is going to change, and then you're going to have to combine those two lives and then create this like incredible new life that you couldn't imagine because of all these like changes happening. It's I don't think I'm describing it right, but if you get it, please let me know that I explained it correctly. If not, then I'll work on that. All right, so thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. Much love and light.